Okay, I think I finally made it to maps. Cruel took forever. I still haven't gotten the third ascendancy points yet because the level 3 temple, or yeah, level 3 of the trials is heckin' hard. But I believe they recently said they're going to make some changes probably later this week. So I'll do some maps before trying it again. I made a new area. Uh, the second time you kill you I don't know, kill Doriani's machine, you get ported into here. Where the hell did Alva go? It's called the Ziggurat Refuge.
How can I help?
Alva, I don't think she had it in lines when I ported in, but she does. She has a currency exchange.
Until next time.
Yes. Fate is not a matter of belief. My experiments have shown that time is, forgive me, your descended peasant dialect is odd. In the law speech, it would not be stone, not exactly. I believe you would call it crystal. Time is a solid, pattern substance. It does not change. What has happened will always have happened. What will happen, though it is unknown to you.
Whoops.
A man has many fates. Chaos knows this, and they have taught us well when we have chosen to listen. You may have 50 fates, or 1,000, or just 2. They are all out there in the crystalline patterns of time. Carved channels for the river of your experiences. Your mind. All your fates exist, but you will only experience one. Choice is the true power a man has. Time is not entirely hidden. Perhaps you have seen it.
Okay, he's talking about essences.
Men and beasts trapped in crystal. Not trapped at all. Just a moment in time, seen from afar, like peering through a lens. She will rip your heart out if you let her. Some less metaphorically than others. And that brother of hers is even worse. Here is what we have. Time is not...
What is it?
Oh boy.
I did not undertake the trial alone, but I did emerge a victor. I earned myself the role of High Priestess, as is custom. Had I possessed less willpower and skill, I would have earned a role that was less important. I would be dead now, out there with the rest of the chaff, rather than here, serving Doriani. You should ask him about his trial. His strategy caused quite a stir, but it made Chaos laugh, so it worked. After intensively discussing her bloodline, I have determined that Alva technically qualifies as Val. She has vouched for you as her ally. I respect you enough to tell you we will likely be enemies when this is all over. Until then, I will collaborate with you as best I can.
I may have clicked a few lines by accident.
I can respect the militaristic traditions of your people while remaining wary. Our merchants trade with your merchants, and all nobles wear smiles and clasp arms. But it is impossible to forget the spears bristling behind those masks of civility. We, Val, are the peacekeepers of this world, and we will not allow your expanding Imperium to... Of course. An old argument that likely doesn't matter anymore. The Sea Tribes are largely a mystery to us. We rarely concern ourselves with sailing. Some of our merchants did trade for their jade, though they learned to enact such exchanges indirectly. The Karoi too often carry disease, a strange blood fever that drives them into a rage, especially if our merchants linger in their presence. Keeping the Karoi at a distance is merely a sensible precaution. What is an Azomite? I have never heard of such a people. You don't mean the Kaltu, do you? No, that wouldn't make sense. Trappist never changes. If they still live, I doubt they've noticed this cataclysm at all. Too sedated from their favorite vapors. Pathetic.
I think we're still in the past, technically, because there was a big explosion, and then we got pulled down into here.
I can only hope the Asmiri have been protected from this disaster by the high walls of their mountain valleys. They alone are the sole culture on Rayclass that I do not find distasteful. They remind me of how the Val must once have been. Astute, kind and wise, but new to the ways of the world. A small cult makes their home on that island. They were banished from the Asmiri at some point. They may be far enough away to have survived the cataclysm. Very little survived the culture we call the Primevals. They left only glyphs and carvings. There were a few figures of note in the books I studied. Uzaza was likely their first king. Aul, called their last king, overthrew a tyrant named Putembo, or so I believe. There was Akeli too, who the Marikath would know more about than I. Unlike many other cultures, their runes are often found in the ash layer itself. It's no wonder only stone remnants remain.
Those first three were bosses in Delve.
What do you think?
Damn, that would have been good, I think, if it wasn't for the low intelligence and no resists.
Go.
You made it. Unfortunately, Rayclast was not so lucky. It has been devastated by the cataclysm and is no longer habitable. Grieving would only be a waste of precious time. We must face reality and make difficult choices. We must cleanse corruption so that civilization can one day return to its former heights.
Okay.
We are living the worst possible outcome, but I did anticipate every contingency. This ziggurat contains a translocation device which will allow us to open portals to a range of coordinates on Rayclast. From here, we can more than simply survive. We can reclaim the world from the grasp of corruption. Place waystones in the machine, and they will help calibrate the journey. The corruption at the destination will respond to both the energies we use and that we ourselves expect to find. It may be possible to use this malleability to our advantage. You must start with the areas of least corruption. They are still deadly, but should be survivable for short spans. Cleanse enough of them to give us an outside foothold.
Cool. Okay, and he's got the refund passives and identify items.
In a time of minimal sentience, and most of it mad, what you encounter out there can be quite malleable. What we expect to find can shape things. The energies we use in our translocation device can influence outcomes. That device was made possible, after all, by a very special patron. They are likely watching us even now, and finding great humor in our travails. I was told many cryptic things. I was asked to... No, I shouldn't say. I don't understand, at least not yet. I was told this was the only way, yet still, I fought to find another path. I believe we make our own fates. But here we are. If only I had the full picture.
It's the video game talking to a dev.
If you betray me, I will scorch your flesh to the bone.
Okay, this looks complicated. I see 6 portals. Did they really put those in last second? I hope so.
Like the plains in the ancient days. Fall before me.
Now, I have been full clearing the acts, like leaving no corners unturned, and I'm feeling kind of weak. That doesn't bode well, because usually you can just zoom through the maps. That's a little better. No, it's not. Nope, that failed. Oh my god. Wow. I don't like that. That doesn't feel good at all. Why open 6 portals if you're not going to get 6 chances? Come on. Waste tomes have been dropping in the acts.
They rise from the waters. Return to your grave!
They really need to roll that back and give us 6 portals again. You could literally break your character if you didn't get a single waste stone. You'd have to go back to Axe and hope that they drop. That's got a frontal cone on it. That's garbage. cat's trying to distract me. You're trying to kill me in the game, Spiegel. They're getting rid of those purple crystals too. I'm definitely that coin will let me get my 3rd ascendancy points. If you see that, if you notice, and I'm gonna wait until the patch because there's no way. I've unlocked. I did 2 floors. The 3rd floor kicked my ass. I'm glad they gave the game the AI the ability to cancel their wind up on attacks. Two bosses? By the looks of those skulls, I guess? Those little orbs, I spawned them from shocking and they gave me extra overflow mana. That was just a rare. Strange. Ugh. These maps are big. That was just a rare. That wasn't even a boss.
I must travel light.
Wow. Damn. I figured that there'd be bosses in every map. Well. That's mapping. I'll have to figure out where to record at different levels. And look, there's... Oh, that's corruption off of the rares. I guess the rares are counted as... killing corruption. Wait, if I leave, I can't... Well... Okay, I can leave and come back and pick stuff up off the ground. I just can't die.
What is it? Time is of the essence.
And yeah, I guess I'll do that 10 more times and hope I keep getting waystones for tier 1.
What is it? This is what we have available. Move along.
Where's the table to...
What is it?
Oh, I can buy stuff from him.
Time is of the essence.
Hello there. How can I help? It's a good thing we resolved our differences when we did. Without Toriani, we'd have died out there. I saw the sky, the people. They were... well... let's just say I now understand why Val ruins look the way they do. If it helps, history does tell of a slow recovery after the cataclysm. It's likely the future we knew is only possible because of the work we're doing here. Every bit of corruption you cleanse helps build Rayclast as we experienced it. And if you don't, well, perhaps you and I might never exist. Crazy to think about, isn't it?
Time travel is always weird. Okay, well, I'll do more maps. And maybe record the Sanctum if I ever get there.